Oh, hello there. I'm Bilchan.
I'm Nimakung.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you. Chapter 9, Section 3 of A Tale of Two Cities, Book the Second Golden Thread.
As.
Ah.
A Tale of Two Cities, Book the Second Golden Thread. Charles Dickens. Chapter 9, Section 3. With his snuff box in his hand. Once again he touched him on the breast, as though his finger were the fine point of a small sword, with which, in delicate finesse, he ran him through the body, and said, "My friend, I will die." When he had said it, he took a culminating pinch of stuff and put his box in his pocket. Better to be a rational creature, he added then, after ringing a small bell on the table, and accept your natural destiny. But you are lost, Monsieur Charles. This property and friends are lost to me, said the nephew. Sadly. Are they both yours to renounce? Friends may be. What is the property? It is scarcely worth mentioning. But I had no intention, in the words I used, to claim it yet. If it passed me from you, you do me too much honour, said the Marquis. Still, I would abandon it, and live otherwise than elsewhere. It is little to relinquish. Ha, said the Marquis, glancing round the luxurious room. To the eye it is fair enough. But seen in its integrity, under the sky, and by the daylight, it is a crumbling tower of waste, mismanagement, extortion, debt, mortgage, oppression, honor, igtis. Ha, said the Marquis again, in a well-satisfied manner. If it ever becomes mine, a thing is possible from the weight that drags it down to the last point of endurance. Nay, in another generation, suffer less. But it is not for me. There is a curse on it. And you, said the uncle, forgive my curiosity. Do you, under your new philosophy, I must do to life what it is of my countrymen, even with nobility at their backs, in England, this, the family honour, though, is safe from me in this country. The family name can suffer from me and no other. The ringing of the bell had caused the adjoining bedchamber to be lighted. It now shone brightly through the door of communication. The Marquis looked that way and listened for the retreating step of his valet. England is very attractive to you. Seeing how indifferently you have prospered there, he observed then, turning his calm face to his nephew with a smile. I have already said that for my prospering there, I am sensible I may be indebted to you. Sir, for the rest, they say, those boastful English, that it is the refuge of many. You know a compatriot who has found a refuge there? Yes, said the Marquis. You are fatigued. As he bent his head in his most courtly manner, there was a secrecy in his smiling face, and he conveyed an air of mystery to those words, which struck the eyes and ears of his nephew forcibly. At the same time, the thin straight lines of the setting of the eyes, and the thin straight lips, and the markings in the nose, curved with a sarcasm that ostensibly diabolic. Yes, repeated the Marquis. A doctor with a daughter. Yes. So commences the new philosophy. You are fatigued. Chateau was to interrogate that face of his. The nephew looked at him. In vain. In passing on to the door. Good night, said the uncle. I look to the pleasure of seeing you again in the morning. Good repose. Light Monsieur my nephew to his chamber there, and burn Monsieur my nephew in his bed. If you would, he added to himself, before he rang his little bell again, and summoned his valet to his own bedroom. The valet come in gong. Monsieur the Marquis walked on for in his loose chamber robe, to prepare himself gently for sleep. The hot still night, rustling about the room, his softly slippered feet making no noise on the floor. He moved like a refined Tajoke, like some enchanted Marquis of the impenitently wicked sort. In story, his periodical change into tiger form was either just going off, or just coming on. He moved from end to end of his voluptuous bedroom, looking again at the scraps of the day's journey that came unbidden into his mind. The slow trail up the hill at sunset, the setting sun, the descent, the mill, the prison on the crag, the little village in the hollow, the peasants at the fountain. Courage. That fountain suggested the Paris fountain. The little bundle lying on the step. The woman bending over it. And the tollman with his arms up, crying. I am cool now, said Monsieur the Marquis. So, leaving only one light burning on the large hearth, he let his thin gauze curtains fall around him. To sleep. To be continued.